Look what I just got here.
The crypto markets are growing. Bitcoin is up 25% from $3,200 in December, trading to around $4,000 right now. Ethereum has almost doubled. Is the crypto winter finally at an end? Is it too early to call it a bull run? We talked to Naeem Aslam, Chief Market Analyst at Think Matters, and Timothy Eckening, Managing Director at Digital Asset Fund.
If you look at the fundamentals, we have more positive news coming out of the crypto industry. I think the fact that Bitcoin is about to have this first positive month, a lot of traders are just completely focused on that, because if that happened, and then for the first time in the last 5 months, if that happened, I think that would be another very, very positive message. And I want the price to stay above 4,000 to 4,200 by the end of this month. And I don't think that there is any problem with that.
I don't see it as being the bull market now. BTC is no longer such a good proxy for crypto, and that the spike down was actually happened, but it was ETH that did that, not BTC. So if we accept ETH as a proxy, maybe we've seen that spike down. I'm not sure. Personally, I'm not convinced that what we're looking at now, at 3,900 today, it bounced really hard off of 4,000.
We're still very much in a consolidation period, because I want the price to go above 6,000 in order for me to really confirm the fact that, okay, that the bull market is here. But again, the signs are here, because we haven't seen a lower low for the Bitcoin price. Ethereum didn't drop below $100, and then this is what I published in my recent article on Forbes, that if the price hasn't dropped below $100, that also provided a lot of support for the crypto enthusiast, for the hodlers, to come back into the market and then start pumping it back up.
It's not clear to me that the bear market is over, but and this movement has not really shown anything one way or the other. It's much more due to again, intra crypto events, where people are trying to figure out, what should the price of BTC be? What has to happen for this to be a real bull market in BTC is BTC's got to break through 4,200 on the upside. It hit 4,236 in December.
If you look at the volume, in terms of a price action, any downward move wasn't really supported in terms of a volume. We're seeing a higher volume on the any upward move, rather than any higher volume on the downward move. The JPM coin is the first among all the top Wall Street banks, because we still have Goldman Sachs, we still have Citibank, we still have Bank of America, Merrill Lynch, and various other banks sitting on the, working on this technology. So the moment we start hearing this news that other banks are are also initiating this idea, this would be a positive development for the industry. So if you're speaking with an investor who's an active investor, I think then the room to the upside is limited, because we need to break above 4,200 to 4,300. So we don't have too much of a room on the top side. So the opportunity to get in was near enough 33 to 3,400. But if you are speaking with an investor who has a long-term horizon, and then they wanted to just buy in and put in the portfolio, then absolutely, because one, it is extremely difficult to pick the absolute bottom, and when we look at the long-term curve, we are still very much to the lower side of that curve, and then this is a great opportunity or a great entry point.
If you wrote it down from 20,000, it's definitely not the time to cash out now. Okay, but in terms of getting in, it's actually not a bad time to get in. If you want to just buy and hold, that's one way of doing it. This is not a terrible time, but it would make more sense from my perspective to invest in an active manager and do it now. Because if we're not at the bottom, we're still near the bottom. Now is a good time to come in. An active manager will be able to time it much better in terms of where the bottom is, and so that would make sense. But if someone got out at the peak or is looking at going into crypto, I think now would be a very good time to invest. One of the things that's going on in this crypto winter, as people have taken to calling it, is there's still a lot of substantive developments that are going on. There are a lot of the weaker projects and weaker companies are falling out. So what you're left with are stronger companies in a really good position to take advantage of the upswing.
And I think it's about time that we should start see these kind of moves coming in, because I think investors are just tired of sitting on the sidelines, and then there are numbers of huge amount of new good projects in the industry where investors really kind of wanted to get into.
Cointelegraph. Like, subscribe, and hodl.